Imagine you are standing at the foot of a mountain. Before you, a colossal fortress towers into the sky. Walls of black stone, slick with rain. Gates of iron and oak, sealed by blood and history. Inside that fortress lies everything you desire. The wealth that frees you, the allies that elevate you, and the secrets that change the world. A young samurai approaches the gate. His armor gleams under the moonlight. He walks with pride. He bangs his fist against the iron. He screams, "I am here! Let me in! I am worthy! I am powerful!" His answer? Silence. And then the sound of bows being drawn. He is a threat. He is an outsider. The doors remain shut, and he is left to grow old and die in the cold outside the high walls. But in that same moment, a shadow slips past the samurai. He wears no armor. He shouts no name. He is not even seen. The shinobi does not look at the gate. He looks at the crack in the wall. He does not fight the guard. He becomes exactly what the guard was waiting for. He enters without a battle, without a sound. And while the samurai is still screaming outside, the shinobi is sitting in the great hall, pouring tea for the king. The modern world is no different from that feudal fortress. Power, money, and influence are hidden behind invisible walls. Walls that do not crumble for resumes, applications, or begging. Today, we teach you the forbidden art of Nyūnyō, the art of sliding in. How to enter rooms where you are not invited, and how to become the person to whom the gatekeepers hand the keys willingly. You know this pain, the pain of standing outside, the cold, humiliating feeling of being an outsider. When you walk into a room where the people are not made of the same fabric as you. They speak in codes you do not understand. They laugh at jokes you do not grasp. You try. You step forward with a voice that shakes just a little. You introduce yourself. You hand over your card. You list your achievements. You try to prove you are someone. But their gaze, that polite but ruthless gaze, a look that is as transparent as glass, but as hard as stone. A look that says, "You made a good effort, but you are not one of us." Emails that vanish into the void, handshakes that feel cold, opportunities given right in front of your eyes to someone else's cousin or an old friend. You think the problem is your talent. You think if you shout louder, if you work harder, the gate will open. You are wrong. You are like that samurai banging his sword against the stone. Your problem is not competence. Your problem is identity. You are approaching the castle as an invader. You want something from them. You are hungry, and the scent of hunger alerts the guards. To enter the fortress, you must not try to break the wall. You must become air and pass through the cracks.
In the secret history of Japan, the ninja held a principle called shichihode, the 7 disguises. When a warlord, shogun, hid in his castle, thousands of samurai protected him. No one could enter by force. But the shinobi asked a different question. He did not ask, "How do I kill the guards?" He asked, What does this castle need? Is the Lord's wife sick? Then the castle needs a doctor. Have the palace gardens withered? Then the castle needs a gardener. Do monks come to pray? Then the castle needs a pilgrim. The shinobi killed his own identity. He was no longer a warrior. He walked with a stoop. He muddied his hands. He changed his voice. He became the answer to the castle's need. He entered not as an enemy, but as a necessity. This is the law of shadow strategy. To infiltrate a circle above your level, you must stop trying to be a peer and start being a utility. Powerful people, billionaires, executives, the elite, are not looking for new friends. They are not looking for someone to be impressed by them. They are tired. They are full of problems that money alone cannot solve. They are not looking for an equal. They are looking for a solution. And as long as you try to prove yourself as an equal, you will be treated as a threat. This is the hardest part of the path, the place where most modern men fail. To enter, you must slaughter your ego at the gate. Your ego is thirsty for attention. It wants to walk up to that grandmaster and say, "I am smart, look at me, hear my story." But in the school of shadows, you do not exist. This is the concept of muga, no self. When you are infiltrating, your opinions are worthless. Your pride is toxic. Your life story matters to no one. The only thing that matters is the mission. Imagine you are at a high-stakes gathering. The samurai inside you wants to jump into the conversation and show off his knowledge. He wants to say, "I know that too." But the shinobi, he remains silent. He observes. He becomes invisible. It feels humiliating, doesn't it? To make yourself small, to stay quiet. But make no mistake, this is not submission. This is camouflage. You are making yourself small so you can fit through the keyhole. And the moment you are inside, the moment they bolt the door behind you, then you are in the room that others only dream of. Would you rather stand outside and feel important, or be inside and remain unknown? Now, let us execute the technique. How do we use the 7 disguises in the 21st century without a costume? We use the method of mirroring and filling the void. Step 1. Be the mirror. Before you open your mouth, scan the environment. What is the culture of this tribe? Do they speak with speed and aggression, like Wall Street? Or are they slow, deliberate, with long pauses, like artistic or academic circles? If you enter with the wrong energy, the group's immune system identifies you as a virus, and you are expelled. The shinobi is like water. He takes the shape of the container. If they are quiet, lower your voice. If they are formal, straighten your spine. Make their subconscious mind whisper, "He is safe. He is one of us." Step 2. Find the void. Every powerful human, no matter how big, has a hole in their armor, an unsolved problem, a hidden worry, a chronic exhaustion. Maybe they don't have time to do research. Maybe they have no one to trust. Maybe they just want someone to listen without asking for a favor. Most people approach them to take. Can you give me a job? Can you invest? Can you mentor me? This is taxing their energy. The shinobi gives. You approach and say, I heard you were facing a logistics issue with Project X. I prepared 3 solutions and sent them to you. No reply needed, just wanted to take the load off your shoulders. Boom! You are no longer a beggar. You are an asset. You didn't break the gate. You became the key they were searching for. But heed my warning. Infiltration is not the end. It is the beginning of the danger. In ninjutsu, there is a principle called zanshin, sustained awareness. Many men succeed in getting in. They get the invite. They get the hire. And then they get comfortable. They think, well, it's over. I made it. They take off the mask. They make a bad joke. They spill their secrets. They start complaining about personal problems. And in a second, everything collapses. The light in the room changes. The smiles fade. And you are back outside the door. When you are in character, there is no pause. It is like walking on a tightrope. One moment of negligence, one moment of forgetting where you are and who you are, equals the fall. You must always be on. You must always read the room. If water stops flowing, it stagnates. You must constantly shift with the shifting moods of the castle lords. This takes energy. This takes iron discipline. But the reward is that you are no longer in the cold. You are sitting by the fire. A shinobi never walks into the dark without a map. He uses the principle of yogen, seeing the unseen. Ordinary men wing it. They walk into the meeting hoping to get lucky. This is stupidity. Before you enter that fortress, you must know everything. If you are meeting someone, you must never ask, "So, what do you do?" That is an insult. You must know what they did 10 years ago. You must know who their enemies are. You must know what their last article was about. You must know the answer before you ask the question. You pre-decide your identity. You tell yourself, tonight I am not the anxious job seeker. Tonight I am the calm, silent observer. You put on your psychological armor before the war. When you are prepared, you are not afraid. Anxiety is just the brain screaming because it lacks data. Collect the data, kill the anxiety, and move like a shadow. When you walk this path, when you pass through the gates, a shift happens in your soul. You no longer worship powerful people as idols. You no longer fear them because you have seen them up close. You have seen their weaknesses. You have seen their needs. You realize they are not gods on earth. They are just tenants of the castle. And you are the ghost that walks through walls. You are no longer the angry samurai banging on the door with bloody hands. You are standing in the corner of the room, calm, silent, powerful. You are the one everyone trusts, but but no one truly knows. You are the one who is everywhere, yet nowhere to be seen.
The world is full of locked doors, my friend. Fools try to break them down. The weak cry behind them. But you become air. You become the void. And for air, no door is ever locked. Be the shadow, and all the fortresses of the world will bow to you. If you are ready to learn the way of the unseen, if you want to learn the forbidden arts of strategy and power, you have come to the right place. This is Shadow Strategy. We do not shout, we whisper, and the world listens.